Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. I was wondering because I had to go back and send the code to Diane. And hi, Feline. Hi, Daniel. I'm waiting for Diane to pop in, and then we can start. I don't see her here yet. Hey, Jane Sandra. Good to see you. You made it. She will pop like Samantha. She'll pop in and she'll pop out with a twinkle of her nose. Oh, I gotta put on some lipstick. Oh my. Yeah. Oh, how nice. Oh, and so smooth. Oh. Well, she can't find the code. Let me see. I'm gonna pop out of here. I don't know how this is gonna work. Right here. There. Well, hopefully she finds the code. I sent it to her several times. She doesn't see it. I don't know why. It would be great to pop in and pop out. Man, sometimes I'd like to be a fly on people's walls. If I was... She says she can't use that link on her laptop. I wonder why. Get on here. Why not? Okay, let me see what I can do. Invite guests. I'm going to copy this number and see if that works for her, because I don't know why she can't use that link. Oh, y'all can't hear me. Okay, I'm back, but she can't see the link. So I'm gonna post it here, but I don't know how to make a comment on my own live stream. Hold on just a second. Let's see. Okay, what I'm going to have to do is go out again. I'm going to try to come back real quick so we don't lose connection again. Copied. Now I go here to YouTube and I go to my live stream. And there's nothing. Videos, sort by. Oh, fudge. Okay. I'm trying. Hey, Learner Soper, I'm trying to get this done. Ah! Oh, shoot. Oh, it did. Look at that. Let me know if you got it because I don't know what I'm doing here. Diane. Oh, Diane's not here. She can't get in. Nope. Any secrets? Do you? Oops. Do you have any secrets at Gmail? And okay, so how do I send an email? Motherfucker! Oh, sorry. I forgot y'all were listening to me. Oh, Lord. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on just a second. Can you hear me now? I hope this works. We'll see if she gets it. Isn't technology fabulous? A learner, I keep hearing that from a lot of people that get snow. And I know here in Texas we haven't had the freezing rain like we usually do. It was a very mild. Hey, Victoria, I'm glad you made it. And I still don't see. Diane. I swear. Okay. No, Ginger. Ginger, no. No. I don't know why you want to look out there right now, but uh-oh. Uh-oh, what are you doing? Hold on. Ginger's wanting to tear the blinds apart. I'll be right back. Okay, come on. Get out of there because I can't pick up with you there. There, you want to look outside? Look outside. There's nobody there. I swear these fur balls are like little children. New mail. Oh, thank you. My hair isn't because it's rainy and humid that I curled my hair, and no matter how much hairspray I use, it just happens to go floppity flop, flop, flop. Oh, Diane. And then we get, oh, there she is.
Hi.
There you are.
Finally.
I know. I was just going to send it to you again. I was like, oh,
yeah,
no.
I finally figured out how to do it.
Okay. You should set up your iPad for iMessage. And you can use I use my iPad to text you.
Well, my
and
iPad,
you can do it.
In the bedroom. Well, I used the iPad the other night, but I told you what happened with the laptop. It wasn't the laptop, it was me. I forgot that I had to hold down the power button for 5 seconds.
Uh-huh.
So, but oh, I have all these lights on.
User error. What is it called? Operator error.
Operator error. Hi, you guys. Hi, Leonard Soper. Hey, Crackles. Hi, Feline. Hi, Daniel.
Hey, Beth. I know. Everyone's here. Feline.
Hi,
Victoria.
Light is hard.
Jane Sandra's here.
Likes. Who else? Hi, Linda. I just told
Linda
you something about snow. It's supposed to snow here tomorrow. Again. All the snow that we got, it kind of started melting. It's really icy. So we'll get snow on top of that. That'll be great. That'll be just great. Mm-hmm.
Great. That'll be great.
Great.
Yeah. Great. That's killer snow where you go outside and you get killed because it's slick and wet.
Yep, it's everything. The temperatures warm up enough so that it freezes. I mean, melts just enough to make a sheet of ice, and then the temperature drops at night, and it all turns into ice. So there'll be snow on top of that. That'll be great. I went to the grocery store today and everything, so I don't really care.
Oh.
This love is not showing up on your TV. What love? Are you watching porn?
Live. You have to look for it on the
Yippee!
Hey LFW, I'm glad you made it. Yay!
Finally made it live.
Yeah. Woohoo. We like to see everybody here.
I have absolutely no makeup.
All of 15 people.
I know, we're packing them in.
Yes.
Well, I had a mammogram today. Yay!
Ooh, fun.
Yes. You would think that in all the years that mammograms have been being done, however many years they've been doing it, that they have not figured out a better way to scan our girls without having to smash it between two plastic things, trying to get it like pancakes. And do you know why that is? Because it's women's. If men had to put their balls in between those plates, you can guarantee that they would have figured out a way by now to do it differently. But since it's our boobs being squashed down in those things, who cares?
They don't care. They don't care.
Yep.
Mine are too big. They don't fit in those things.
Oh,
they have to like sit there and squeeze and push and pull and so horrible. And even that when they do that, they don't get the whole thing.
That's what I say.
And they have they can do ultrasounds. They do ultrasounds now.
But it's more time consuming, and it's not. The girl was telling me today that they have each mammogram is allotted 15 minutes. So she has to hurry up and get your mammogram done within 15 minutes. Yeah, screening mammogram. Yeah, feline, that's what I say. Like, make men go in there and stick their jewels and let them get squished and see if things change. I mean, I find it hard to believe that there's no other way for them to effectively look at boobs other than smashing them in between. You know, it is better than it was. I mean, I had a couple mammogram tacks, and it was like, you know, how you're not going to be able to squash these down into paper no matter how much you try. And it was painful. They hurt me. And I was like, stop, please. Oh, well, we have to. I'm like,
no.
Jesus.
I know it's painful, and they don't know if they're creating more problems. Maybe that's how women are getting breast cancer, from those stupid machines.
I don't know. But, you know, I think that, Daniel, you're right, that breast cancer in men is actually on the rise.
We'll
I
see
mean,
how they.
I would imagine that men, I don't know, but I don't think that breast self-exam is something that they really encourage men to do. I know they encourage them to do monthly testicular exams on themselves, but I wonder why that is not part of, if you're going to feel up your balls in the shower, you may as well do your boobs too. I just, because I have read that breast cancer in males is on the rise. Why? I don't know. So I guess they must just have to rely on feeling, or if they have something weird that pops up, I guess that's just how they base it.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yep.
But I bet they come up with a machine real fast.
Oh yeah, they would. A good friend of mine, I don't know if I talked about this before, but she's an Ashkenazi Jew, and she has two sisters. Her one sister, she actually passed away from, I don't know if it was ovarian or uterine cancer, but when she was diagnosed, my friend and her other sister went to be tested for the BRCA gene, and her sister tested negative, but she tested positive. So she had an elective bilateral mastectomy. She had an elective total abdominal hysterectomy, because the chances that she would get cancer, either breast cancer, ovarian cancer, or uterine cancer, were something like 97%.
Oh,
So she had elective everything. She had everything taken out.
yeah.
Yep.
That's how when I had my hysterectomy, I had a cyst the size of a grapefruit on my right ovary that was pushing up against my uterus. And I had a quarter-sized tumor on my left. And she wanted to just, do little things to me. I said, no, take the whole thing out, take everything, right and left, ovaries, everything, just take it out. I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah. Take it all out.
And I had been asking doctors for the longest time to give me a hysterectomy, and they wouldn't do it because I wasn't old enough. You have to be like, what, 45 or older to get an elective hysterectomy.
I don't know. Why? Because because of the childbearing thing?
Yes. Yes. Oh, you might still want to have more children. I had my tubes tied. I doubt that I want more children.
Right.
And the two that I had almost killed me. So no, truly they did. I guess I'm allergic to childbearing because I had bad infections with both kids.
Annoying me.
Huh?
I have to change this lighting because it's annoying me.
Oh, okay.
Get more human light.
I forgot to turn mine on.
Totally washed out with this light. That one is not great either. What the hell?
No. I have this new little light.
Everything's just so. Maybe it's just that I'm so pale in the wintertime that
You're not wearing any makeup.
I know I'm not. And I'm using the auxiliary camera.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of light do you have? What light are you using?
I bought it cheap. It cost $5.
What kind of light are you using?
I don't know the brand, but it's just a little regular light. Let me take it down here and I'll show it to you. Oh, let me turn it off.
I'm so washed out with these lights. Jesus.
This little
Alexa,
thing, I
turn on
bought it
pole
on
lamp.
Amazon. I'll send you the link when we get off of here. And it was just $5.
Alexa, turn on pole. Is that better? I don't know. I don't know.
And it
Oh,
has
detect a
different
problem.
little. I don't know what that is. Why it's shaking like that. Oh, there it is. Okay. There. Now y'all can see me better.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I think we lost Diane.
You had a cancer in No, you didn't. I'm here.
Oh, okay, your
Can you see
screen
me?
is frozen. Your screen is frozen.
Still?
Yes. For me, anyway. I don't know
Really?
anybody else. Now, there you are.
Yeah.
Now you're
Can you hear
froze
me?
again. I can hear you. Your face is just frozen.
I don't know what's
Hey,
happening.
Beth.
Is it the Wi-Fi witching hour? Yeah, about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Can you hear
I
me
was
or
having
no?
a lot of problems with my internet. It's finally fixed, but it took them a
Can
long
you
time, like four. Huh?
can you
You're
hear me
still
now?
frozen.
Obviously,
We
if
can hear you.
I'm frozen, why? I don't know why.
Does everyone see her? Is it frozen for you guys too? Because it could just be me. I don't know.
I scrolled back and I saw that Daniel had a cancer in his left breast in 2019. How did you
Yeah.
find that? Was it just a thing that you happened to find, or
My window's right here. Hold on. Okay, now we can't hear you, sweetheart.
I'm not saying anything. That's why
Oh, okay.
I'm reading the comments. Is my screen still frozen? I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. I'm
Because
busy
I
closing
see
my
myself
gates.
moving on the screen. White shower,
Oh.
a wild shower. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see this. Yeah.
Daniel, would you like to come up and talk about it? I can send you the link and you can jump on the chat. I know you're not camera shy. Oh, but you'd have to go through the whole StreamYard thing.
Am I still frozen?
Yes. To me.
I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. Beth says you're frozen.
I don't know why this always happens at this time. It's so annoying. Let me see if I can flip to my other internet. Hang on.
Okay, hold on. Um, Daniel, I'm going to email it to you, okay?
Can you see me?
I can't see anyone right now. I'm sending the code to Daniel. Daniel, I just emailed it to you.
Am I unfrozen? I flipped my Wi-Fi
Yes,
around.
you are.
I'm unfrozen. Okay.
You're unfrozen. We can see
I
you
guess
now. You
the other
don't look
Wi-Fi.
quite like a ghost.
I still look like a ghost. I don't know what.
No, you don't.
I put up a new ceiling fan in here, and it has those. What are they? The little LED lights. They're so friggin'. They're so bright. There are only 3 of them, and they're small. It like lights the whole living room up like a. It's unbelievable how bright it is.
Mm-hmm. She has 2 lumps, and she's never smoked a day in her life. They think it is radon. Oh my gosh. Well, there's people that get lung cancer even if they've never smoked.
Daniel, so what did you have done? Did you have a lumpectomy and any treatment afterward? I'm interested in this now.
I know. I've sent him the email. Oh, it's not in yet. Okay, hold on.
Oh, Beth, will you come on with Alice? Beth will come on and it'll turn into like a seance. Beth will be burning sage and saging the place.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Summoning spirits. I don't know why I'm drinking Coca-Cola at 7:30 at night, but
I don't either. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper.
Well, after I found out, I went to hand therapy one day, and I used to always bring water, but I've been on this Coca-Cola kick. I'll have one maybe like every other day, a cold one. So I brought one to hand therapy with me one day. And as they heat my hand up in the beginning, I dunk it in paraffin wax and they wrap it in saran wrap. And then they put it in a hot, like a moist, hot soak. So I was sitting there with my hand in the soak and I picked up the can to look at the can because I always thought that Coca-Cola was loaded with caffeine. Loaded with caffeine, right? So I look and I'm reading what's in it, thinking like how many days is going to take off my life. And I see it only has 34 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh my.
That's nothing. I think a cup of coffee has 200. Well, I know my 12-ounce peach Red Bulls have 200. I think 200 milligrams of caffeine. And I think a cup of coffee is somewhere around 200 milligrams of caffeine. And I was like, this thing has hardly any. So why does it keep me awake at night? I don't know. All I know is that they said that if you want to clean your toilet, this is the best stuff to use. No lie. I don't know what it's doing to my GI tract. And quite frankly, I don't care at this point. I really don't, because I don't think that any of the healthy food is really healthy for you either. So
Yeah. I feel the same.
I know they've been using Botox in the urethra for quite some time. They use it in what the hell's the name of the disorder? Achalasia, where people have problems with swallowing. They inject it to relax the esophagus. Yeah, they use it for a lot of stuff. The thing that sucks about it is it only lasts for like 3 months. That's the thing that sucks about Botox. If they could make it where it would last a year or 18 months like fillers do, they would be onto something. That's the only thing, is that it doesn't, 3 months is nothing. Oh, I grew sugar snap peas in the garden this summer, Lerner Soper. I think it was a pack or two of seeds that I got from Dollar Tree. In case anybody doesn't know, you gardeners, if you're gonna buy seeds, Dollar Tree has them 4 for $1. And normally seeds are anywhere between like $1.99, $2.99. I've even seen them $3.99. So 4 for $1 is a pretty good buy. And I used them last year and they germinated. There was nothing wrong with them. And they're non-GMO seeds. But anyway, last year, I didn't realize that I planted the snap peas and they were so delicious. So I got some more seeds and I'm gonna free sow them. Aside from this, I thought it was supposed to get warmer this week. Aside from like a couple weeks where we've had much colder weather, it really hasn't been that cold. So I'm hoping that I can direct sow like the bean seeds and things like that mid-March to late March, because I'm going to start other seeds that I got indoors, like the peppers, which I never have luck with peppers, except one year I had a bumper crop of jalapenos and
I sent it again, Daniel. I'm sorry.
And hot Thai chili peppers. I had like a million of them, but I have never had luck with like bell peppers. I don't know why. Oh yeah, TMJ is painful. You know what I recently found? Tahine. The spice tahine, Tajin, I think it's called. And it's I'll get the bottle, I'll show you.
TMJ, Beth?
Does anybody know what this stuff is?
Hi, Lucille.
Tahine, I think it's called.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It's got chili peppers, salt, citric acid, lime juice, some chemical. But anyway, it's made in Houston, Texas. Look at that.
Yeah.
Made in Mexico, distributed by MexiLink, Houston, Texas.
Yep. It's real popular.
So I had seen on some videos people sprinkling this stuff on like all kinds of stuff. And there's another spice. I think it's like a red liquid. It's not hot sauce. I can't remember what they call it, but at any rate, people were putting this stuff on everything, like cucumbers, tomatoes. And then I saw somebody put it on an apple. And I thought, that would be an interesting combination of flavors, like a cold, crisp, juicy apple with this stuff on top. I'm addicted to it. It is so damn good. It's like the apple is cold and juicy. And I like my apples a little like with a little twang to them. And then you put this, it's not super, super hot, but the combination like explodes in your mouth. It's so good.
Oh, here they put it on pineapple and mango and watermelon.
Yep. I actually think I saw somebody put it on a mango.
Yeah, even the corn that you were making, that Mexican corn or something one time,
Right.
they put it on there too. With that sauce, that mayonnaise.
Yeah. That Mexican corn I made wasn't bad. It was pretty
Yeah.
good. I don't know if I'd make it again, but
Yeah.
wasn't bad. I mean, it was a, fair pain in the ass to make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you buy in a regular grocery store. It's like with the other spices, and
Mm-hmm.
it's cheap. I mean, this little bottle I think was less than $2.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a little heat to it, but it's more like it makes your mouth water.
Mm-hmm.
So with the apple, like the juicy apple, it just like your mouth explodes with this stuff. I've never tasted anything quite like this stuff. It's really good.
Oh, there's Daniel. Okay, Daniel.
Stuff is-
Daniel is
I've never
yeah.
tried stuff. It's
Hey,
really
Daniel. Oh, there's Daniel. Okay.
Hello.
Daniel is back on your YouTube. Hey, Daniel. Daniel. Okay.
Hello.
Daniel is back on your
Too
YouTube.
much light.
Daniel. Daniel. Your
Something is wrong with the sound, I think. I see many voices. Something is wrong with the sound. Something is wrong with the sound.
On the board.
Something is wrong with the sound.
Diane, could you send him a message on the board
Something is wrong with
to
the
turn off at YouTube? Diane, could you send him a message on?
Okay. Can you read?
Yes.
yes, you did
There
it.
we go.
Yay!
Yay!
I need my glasses. I can't see.
Success.
I'm gonna turn out the light there. There's too much light.
Okay.
Oh. How are you?
That's better.
I'm doing great.
Good. How are you, Daniel?
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, I had breast cancer in 2019.
Wow.
When I was showering, I discovered a lump the size of a garbanzo bean in my left breast. So I was going to work that morning because I was not retired yet. Don't hesitate to ask me any question, because I was born in Canada in a French-speaking family, but my childhood friends were English-speaking. But I lived 30 years in France, and I lost quite a lot of my ability to speak good North American English. So if you don't understand, don't hesitate to stop me and ask me questions.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You sound perfectly fine.
Well, so that morning, I went to work. I work in an hospital. I was a social worker. I work in an hospital, and I knew all the doctor there. It's what's a long-term care hospital. And he said, well, don't take any chance. He sent a request to l'Hôpital du Sacré-Cœur, Sacred Heart Hospital in Montreal, and they took tests. And a very well-known doctor here in Montreal, who is her specialty with breast cancer, is Dr. Dominique Sinot, a wonderful woman. And she sent me to surgery to remove the lump. They did not know at that time what kind of lump it was. So they sent it to a lab, and 3 weeks after, Well, I was told it was cancer. I have a third of my left breast. I won't show it to you on the screen. A third of my left breast was removed,
Wow.
and they took out six glands
Lymph nodes,
around
yeah.
around the breast.
Mm.
So I don't know. I was thinking at that time that breast cancer was for women. I didn't know that men could have breast cancer. It was I don't know. I was working in healthcare. I was very often with a patient and the family of patient who were in the cancer unit where I was, and I understood then what it was to get a cancer diagnostic de cancer. So I was a year without working. Like I told you, I was 2 months after I had in. Now we are in 2019. From June 2019 to October 2019, each 2 week I had chemotherapy. The red one, they shoot in well, okay.
That's the red devil, they call it.
That's right. And I was, after that, for about a month home, and I was called to a month each day for a month. I had radiation therapy. Oh, that was the hardest part. I did not have too much secondary effect of the chemotherapy. I lost all the hair on all my body from top to down, and I had quite often a metallic taste in my mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I was when I was coming back from the chemotherapy, I was quite okay for about 72 hours, and after 72 hours, was I was I was not able to walk. That was it. I was feeling so weak.
Yeah.
We had some kind of we say in French. I don't know the word in English. Un déambulatoire. What the elderly people use?
Walker.
A walker.
Walker.
Oh.
Yeah, from my bed to the bathroom, and to the bathroom from the kitchen. 72 hours after the treatment of chemo. For 48 hours after but they were the only inconvenient for that. The What was more hard for me was every day, for 1 month, every day, the radiation therapy.
Yeah.
Half of my body on that side was looking as if I had Asian skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took about a year and a half to come back to the same shade. Yeah. And after that, since then, I had a follow-up treatment each 3 weeks for 3 months. Then after that, I had follow-up treatments each 6 weeks. After that, I had follow-up each 3 months for a year and a half or so, and then I had follow-up each 6 months, and now I have follow-up once a year. And if everything,
Do you take tamoxifen by mouth?
no,
You don't take any oral chemo now?
no, not anymore. I had some the 3 years after,
Okay.
and
3 years?
Yeah,
Three?
yeah,
Three.
trois.
Hmm. Three.
Wow.
And so if in next November of this year, everything is still okay. I don't know how to say it in English. L'oncologue va me donner mon congé.
That's the 5-year
Yeah,
period. Yeah.
yeah. So how can so when I speak, when I hear breast cancer, it touches me in a very particular way,
Yeah,
because
I bet.
men,
Wow.
it's said here, I don't know in Europe or in other country, but I was told that breast cancer for men is about 3% of risk for a man in his life to get breast cancer. 20 years ago, it's the second cancer that I've been, the 20 into 2005, 2005, I had to go to an oncologist because of prostate. I'm taking a pill every day since then. Everything is okay.
Mhm.
I did not need surgery, but with that pill that I take, I've been taking this for since 2005.
Almost 20 years. Wow.
There's no, for now, until today, when you're a cancer survivor, you learn to live one day at a time. You have no choice. But for now, to this day, it's okay.
Good. That must have been scary.
Yeah.
Hey, as a man, I mean, not expecting to feel something. I mean, because by the time it's the size of
What?
a set of chickpea, I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you have something to, of course, when you're a man and something is happening to you, the prostate, you don't feel it either.
Mhm.
That's why I'm telling to all the guys I know, please, if you over 40, get screened, because it can be a killer. I lost 2 weeks ago. Before I start working in an hospital, I was in acting. I'm 70 years old now, but when I was a young man, I was playing in theater and television here in Montreal. And I lost a friend recently uh, because of prostate cancer. It's very hard. I can't understand. He was 81. I don't understand why men can't understand the importance of being screened after 40 years old. It's like woman for the breast. It's so important, you know.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah.
And
That's
here, it doesn't cost us anything. We don't
I.
have to.
Oh,
I didn't pay for anything for that, you know. We have universal Medicare.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sure hope
I
that
had
you
it
will
here.
have
Yeah.
universal Medicare in the States. It's so important, you know.
Yes.
Well, I think just my experience. This is just my experience that has led to my
It's
opinion.
it's just ginger ale.
Mhm.
That's okay. Whatever you drink it, it's all good, fine with me.
Yeah.
Um,
No judging here.
what the hell
I
was I
drink
just
Dr.
saying?
Pepper.
Oh, my experience, and which has led to my opinion.
Hmm.
I think that men generally, just generally,
I'm sorry to hear that, Lucille.
are much less inclined to see physicians regularly and to
You're
be
a man. You can't be sick, you know.
and to be honest with their physicians.
Exactly.
You can go to your physician, and I'm basing this on, I have, a couple of friends that I have. I have one friend, he's about 10 years older than me, so 66. And he never goes to the doctor. He said, I'd rather just not know.
Ah,
I'd rather not know. Now he's like 6'4", probably weighs every bit of 250. He has severe sleep apnea, and he's not fat. He's just big. He's built like a football player. And he's always complaining that he's tired, this, that. And I asked him, I said, what is your blood pressure? He doesn't know, and he doesn't want to know. And no matter what I say, he is not going to go to the doctor. Now, this man retired from a C-suite position in an insurance company. And he just would rather not know.
can I share to you shortly something about my brother-in-law?
Sure.
4 years ago, that was 1 year after I was diagnosed for the breast. 4 years ago, my brother-in-law, my sister is 10 years. We are only, I have a sister. I was born in 54. She was born in 64. She's 10 years younger than I am. Mm-hmm. And her husband is working in a car shop. He have his own for repair, and he was feeling weak, tired, and I cannot tell you the number of pills and over-the-counter he took, and we were always telling him, why don't you go and get a real checkup? Mm-hmm. And you know what? I will say it in French because I don't know the word in English. They discovered that he had a multimyeloma. Multimyeloma.
Oh, multiple myeloma? Ugh.
Yeah.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, that could lead to bone cancer.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
He went through chemo, he had a greffe de la moelle osseuse. I don't know the term in English. They had to give him back his marrow.
Yeah, blood marrow transplant.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was feeling, he was always feeling tired for years and years and years. Mm-hmm. It took one event where he was working, he was feeling weak, he fell on the floor, and he was not able to get up by himself.
Wow.
Called 911 by his cell phone, and at the hospital, after investigation,
wow. Yeah.
So, man, we are.
What happens too is that something where you don't have a specific mass, like multiple myeloma or lymphoma or leukemia. I think what happens is that it doesn't happen suddenly, just like a mass doesn't happen suddenly. It starts from a single cell. I think you're less likely to seek help because it happens so gradually that you think, oh, it's because I'm getting old, or it's because of this or because of that. And then you get so run down and so weak. By the time you seek help, it's an emergency. Like you pass out or you fall down or something happens, and they find it in the emergency room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's well now, he have since the last 3 years, he have a medical follow-up each 6 years. he is on the constant chemotherapy by pills.
Yep.
He's okay, but for how long, we don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Lucille, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Beth. My French accent. It's because my mother was French from the south of France,
Oh,
and
wow.
and my father was a native
Sorry, guys. It was me.
from North America. But I lived 23 years in the south of France and 7 years in French-speaking Switzerland. So
Wow.
I have a funny accent. It's not the real accent of the French Canadian from here.
Wow. You lived in the south of France. That must have been incredible.
Yeah. In the beginning of the 70s, I arrived at airport of Montpellier.
Wow.
My mother's family is from Toulouse. It's a wonderful city. 2 years after, I moved to Toulouse, and for the rest of the time that I was in France, I was in Toulouse. I left a part of my heart there in Toulouse. It's I have friends there. It's wonderful. And I was 7 years in Fribourg, la ville de Fribourg, in Switzerland.
Wow.
But each summer vacation, I was coming back in Toulouse. Yeah, and in 1995, I decided to move back here. Yeah, because my family, my father and my mother were getting older, and well, and
Yep.
I was offered a job here where I worked until I left for my retirement in 2021. So
Wow. That's neat.
but my English is suffering. I know that my English is not very good.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank
The way
Thank
you described it, I was prepared for broken English, and you're nowhere near broken English. It's very good.
I watch a lot of American English videos. So
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. I hear a lot of foreigners that move over here and learn how to speak English by watching Sesame Street.
Oh, really? That's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of my friends that are
why not?
foreign
Yeah.
have learned English with Sesame Street.
That's pretty cool.
I love many American show that I've watched. I don't know if you remember. I was watching it in French translation in France, but when I was coming back here, I was watching the episode in English. I don't know if you remember the show Hunter,
Hunter.
the cop show with Fred Dreyer.
No.
Oh, I love that show. Oh,
Hunter.
yeah, with Fred Dreyer, who was playing the main character.
That's right. Wasn't he in My Three Sons, Fred Dreyer?
No, I don't think so. Not that I know of.
I could have sworn there was
His partner was oh my god, what was her name?
D.D. McCall.
Exactly.
Fred Dreyer. Yes, Fred Dreyer was on
Stephanie something.
Stephanie Kramer.
Yes.
You're looking it up. Are you looking it up, or you know that from
I am. I'm looking it up.
Oh, you're looking it up. I was looking it up too. I thought
Oh, I always look up everything.
And when I was a kid, before I left for Europe, I just loved watching a series that was from England, and the name was The Champion. It was spy pulp. They were spy, but they had some kind, what I love, some kind of a mystical. I love that show, The Champions. I also, it helped me to keep the English accent in my ear. Laverne and
I started watching an interesting show on, I have to see if it was on Amazon Prime or on Netflix. I don't remember.
Any one of you ever watch Forever Night?
No.
No.
I love that. It was an international crew of actors, but the shootings of the show were in Toronto, here in Canada. And the guy was a cop detective, and he was also a vampire. I love that show. I know the 3 seasons episode by heart. I can mimic the lines of all the actors. I know it by heart.
So I started watching on Netflix. I guess it's separated into episodes. It's called High, and it's the story of this girl from Ireland who ends up going to Ibiza. I don't know if she went there on a vacation. I can't remember, or if she went there to like work. She was like 20 years old. And she meets this guy, and she ends up flying to South America, to Peru. He flies her to Peru. Long story short, she ends up becoming a drug mule for this guy. And she gets caught with 11 kilos of cocaine in Lima, Peru. And she gets put in a prison in Lima, Peru for 6 years and 8 months. She cut a deal because she gave them some information about the guy in Ibiza or whatever. But I'm on episode 4, and she's in jail now. She's telling the story, but like, this shit actually went on. This is,
yeah,
it's mind-boggling to me. She's, trotting through the airport with 11 kilos of coke in a suitcase, thinking that, and she believed this guy she met at Ibiza. It's like an insane story. It's really an insane story. But
they even hire people from here to go to different countries and pick up drugs.
Is it from a real story? It's
a documentary, yeah.
Okay.
And the girl tells her story, and she's out of prison now. But yeah, they put her in prison in South America. And I mean, her family, her friends didn't know where she was. The girl that she went to Ibiza with, she didn't know where she was. I mean, it was like she just like dropped off the face of the earth. Because he flew her to South America from Ibiza. It's insane. The story is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bye, Lawrence Roper.
I saw today an interview in France with Judy Foster. You know, the American actress?
Yeah.
I'm jealous. She's speaking the most wonderful French. I don't know where.
She's fluent.
I don't know where she learned to speak that with almost no accent.
Mm-hmm.
She was speaking about a series. She's in I've learned it today. Apparently, she's in a series on Netflix where she's
I think it's on Hulu. I don't think it's on Netflix. I
Yeah.
think it's
okay.
on Hulu. I got rid of my Hulu because I was subscribing to all these streaming services. I'm like,
I
this is
think it's
crazy.
on
I'm
Max.
spending-
Okay.
HBO
Max?
Max.
Oh,
I
okay.
think so.
Oh, she was speaking such a wonderful French with the French lady interviewer. It's almost like she was a French woman. Wonderful French she was speaking.
There's a movie with oh, I can't remember his name, but anyway, it's a sci-fi movie, and she's in it, and she speaks French for a lot of her part. It's
Who?
really
Jodie Foster?
Jodie Foster.
What's the name of the movie?
You would ask me. I don't know.
Well, Jodie Foster.
I'm horrible at movies.
She's really smart.
Yeah.
She's super smart. I think she went to Yale. She's super smart. I always liked her too. I mean, years ago when you know the show Orange is the New Black, they
Yes.
actually shot downtown, right? I say right around the corner, but it was down the street from my house. And they shot in, I think it was in February. They announced it on like in the local online newspaper. So I went down there because Jodie Foster happened to be, I don't know what you call it, directing or whatever that particular episode. And she was on the opposite side of the street behind this, I guess, camera screen thing. And it was friggin' freezing that day. It had snowed. And she was in this big, gigantic, like down coat with a hood, and she was looking, and they shot the same damn thing over and over and over and over. And I'm like, you know what? I have had enough. I'm going home. But they shot the same thing over and over like 100 times.
Any one of you saw the teleseries Feud?
Yes, I was watching it actually with Truman Capote.
No, Feud with the story of Joan Crawford and Betty Davis.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. I watched that one too. I watched that a while back.
What one? Yeah, it's from 2017, I think. What wonderful actresses! Oh my God! Oof.
Yeah, I watched that a while back, and I started to watch the Swans, Capote and the Swans.
Oh, yes.
And I'm kind of like, I'm into that, but I'm watching other things. See, the funny thing about Truman Capote, this is really kind of funny. My brother was a nurse at Southampton Hospital for 45 years. He I was going to say he graduated, he retired. But back in the 70s, he took care of Truman Capote a lot because Truman Capote would come in bombed out of his mind, and they'd have to detox him. And well, my brother is 6'4". He's like, when you see him, he doesn't look like anybody else there. He's huge. And boy, Truman Capote loved my brother. Oh my God.
Oh,
My brother could do the greatest impersonation of him calling his name, Ron, Ron. And it was hilarious. Oh my God. And because every summer, Truman Capote would end up in the ICU as my brother's patient, year after year after year after year. And when they would transfer him out of the ICU onto the floor, he would get out of bed and walk back to the ICU to go chase my brother around. He was woohoo.
Uh-huh.
He was a little nuts. Oh, you're watching Capote and the Swans now? Yeah, I started it, and then I watch other things in between to break it up. So, because I didn't really know the story behind Truman Capote until I looked it up. So it makes more sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone of you saw the series about Bob Fosse and Gwen Vernon?
I
No.
haven't seen that. What's the name?
Wonderful.
I
Won-
know that's a very interesting story. I do a
There's
lot of
many things.
funny.
There's so many things that we've learned that were behind the stage
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah. Well, they
about
say in
talking
Hollywood,
drama. Woo!
back in the
yeah.
60s, there's actually, I mean, maybe everybody else knows this, and I'm the idiot, but there a lot of actresses back in the 50s, 60s were lesbians,
Yeah.
but they couldn't show that to the public.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a book. I have to look it up because I actually wanted to read it. And how it was all like a very well-known thing in Hollywood that
Mm-hmm.
all of these actresses were sleeping together. But the public didn't know it at the time, but it was apparently a very, very well-known thing in Hollywood.
The series name is Fosse Vernon. You can find it. If you're on Apple computer, you can find the series. You can rent it. I don't know if they made video out of it, but I must tell you that I was so amazed by it that I bought it and I have it in my computers. I can't understand how a woman can love so much a man that she's forgiving him all the way until the day. And the most touching scene
Oh,
in
that's
all the episode was when he was supposed to get an award and he was not feeling well. And if that happened for real, because they were telling their stories, he fell on the sidewalk and she took him by her arms and he was trying asking her to forgive him, but he was having a heart attack and he was not able to say it loudly. And just the way that the actress looked at him like it happened in the real life, she didn't say anything, but
oh,
it, only that final scene is so touching. I just it's worth seeing. It's so much fun, so much wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Unconditional love.
that's on Hulu.
Yes.
I just got rid of my Hulu because I was shelling out all this money for all these streaming services. I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
At Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Hulu always has a sale, $1.99 a
Right.
month.
But I think it's for new. That's how they get you. It's not like you can go back and get on for
Oh,
$1.
yeah.
It's just for new customers.
Yes.
Because I did that with the one that I was able to lock in that I still get is Peacock.
Wow.
A couple of years ago on Thanksgiving, because I got rid of cable because I don't watch it at all. But I wanted to
Yeah.
watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. So they had a special on Peacock for 99 cents a month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting it for 99 cents a month. So I don't know if
Wow.
it's real,
A glitch.
if somebody makes it or what, but yeah, and I still get it.
Well, you're lucky. You're the lucky one.
I'm the lucky one.
Yeah. The name of the movie that Jodie Foster was in is Elysium.
Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and actors that were gay. Well, that I think that's more. it was suspected back then with male actors. They tried to hide it, Rock Hudson, I think, being the most famous one of the day.
Yeah.
But nobody ever suspected that the women were lesbians. They just thought,
Can I share something about this?
yeah.
When I was trying to be a young actor over 50 years ago, 50 years ago, because I'm 70 years old now, our teacher were telling us, beware if you're going for an audition at, well, I'm going to say the name, who cares if they sue me, at CBC in Montreal. All the directors are gay and they will try to, if you want to.
Oh.
I went to pass an audition. I never had problem. So I was telling to my mothers, to my family, maybe because they think that I'm not sexy enough. And I didn't have any of those feelings for men, But you know what? I've learned it's one of the director of the casting office. She was a lesbian, and if it was the woman who were the target, not us.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Of course, that would not work today, But
With everything that has come out about the things that have gone on in Hollywood.
And in France, I don't know if you saw the news, but all the things that are coming out from the French cinema and all the French actresses told for the last 20, 25, 30 years how much they were harassed, raped for
That's what I'm
some.
talking about. Yep. Is that back in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, the stuff that went on in Hollywood with children and women must have been just, I don't know, like, how do you, I just think back to, like, the women, did they all have to sleep with somebody to get their roles? I guess that's what it was.
Yeah.
That depending on who slept with, who was willing to sleep with the casting director and who was willing to sleep with the producer and the directors, and that's who got the parts. I mean, it's really unbelievable. But then
Yeah.
I'm also horrified at human trafficking is like a huge problem.
Yeah.
I never thought in my wildest dreams that it is as big of a problem as it is.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to me that people steal people to sell them.
Oh, I know.
That to me is just defies. I don't know. I mean, I happened to watch a video the other day. A guy was sitting in a grocery store parking lot and had a dash cam going. He was waiting for his wife or whatever. And the dash cam took a video of a man who was dressed in a hoodie, a black hoodie that was pulled up over his head. He had a black mask on, black pants, and he was going up to different cars and he was looking in the windows and he was trying to open the car doors, and the door handles were locked. And a woman drove up in an SUV, and she got out of the SUV and she took her bags and she walked into the grocery store. And about, I don't know how many minutes later, she came back out. She had like a pack of soda and one plastic bag. So she got out to her car and she put the soda and the plastic bag in the back. And what had happened is, in the time that she had gone into the grocery store, this man came up to her SUV, tried to get in with the handles, and she had locked it. So he put a water bottle on the front. So when she got into the driver's seat to look out, she saw the water bottle. She got out to remove the water bottle, and he ran up alongside the car, snatched her pocketbook, and took off.
Whoa.
And that's how they're watching people in parking lots.
Oh yeah.
Are the classes of self-defense for women are popular in United States?
Say that again.
Are the self-defense classes are popular in for women in United States? I think every woman should take a class of self-defense. I mean,
I agree with you, and they're offered, but I don't think they're popular.
at the hospital where I work, the how do you say in English, le syndicat des employés, the union for the employees were paying the classes for women to take self-defense classes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because violence against healthcare workers now is it's that's another thing that is I can't wrap my brain around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I had my share when I worked in the emergency room of shit that went on. But it is
aggressive, aren't they?
nothing like it is today.
Okay.
I mean, people are assaulting hospital staff and getting away with it.
I'm moving in my apartment because I want to show you what I have learned in self-defense and what I enrolled years ago my mother and my sister in self-defense classes.
Oh.
What is that?
And yeah, what is that?
It's a self-defense key holder.
Oh.
What holder?
A key holder.
And what do you do with it?
I can't show you on the screen, but if you look on internet, search for the word Kubotan, Kubotan. My sister, my mother, all my aunt, even my grandmother took a class of basic self-defense with that. Of course, if you travel by airplane, they will remove it from you. You don't take the plane with that. But there's a new technique now that it's called the Munio. The Munio keychain is a keychain that is made so smart that even airport security won't remove it from you. It's here in my pocket. Yeah, it's here. I was going to my room to get it, but it's here.
He's in Canada.
Yeah. This look very innocent, eh? But this is one of the most powerful self-defense instrument that a woman can carry in her pocket with her keys and her purse. Search that on internet. All the women that are looking at you tonight, look for Munio Self, SUMUNIO, Self-Defense Kitchen. This is made with a sort of plastic with they make helmet for racer with this plastic. It's almost unbreakable. It's very light, and you will never have problems with airport security with that. And if you go to a class, I'm not selling anything. The company doesn't own me anything. But if you know how to use it, you will have. Okay, it won't make you a Wonder Woman, but it can. I know women whose life were saved of rape because of this little tool.
Whoa. That's good.
I don't know if I write it here.
Well, a few years ago when I was,
I don't know if you see it.
fall
No.
or winter time, because
It went into private chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, add to cart. Let's add it to my card. Now I'm going to get the, did we all freeze or just?
oh, I think Daniel must have gotten kicked off.
Something
A
happened.
few years ago,
Oh, he was trying to
I
chat.
got the right.
Okay.
I got the shit scared out of me. I was walking Holly, and it was like fall or winter because it got dark earlier.
Mhm.
And I was way down at the end of the neighborhood, on a street where there weren't a lot of street lights. It's kind of dark. There's a lot of trees, but I mean, I know everybody. And I was, walking along with Holly, and along my right side, I saw this dark van drive up next to me, slow down, and I'm like, oh shit, what is this now? And I'm thinking like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, it was a friend of mine that I grew up with.
Uh-oh. We lost Diane now.
Next to me, scared the shit out of me.
Oh.
And ever since that time, I thought to myself, like, how quickly something like that. I mean, if that had been like an abduction thing, it could have happened so fast, and
Mhm.
I wouldn't have had any time to do anything.
Yeah.
They could have just driven right up, slid the door open, somebody grabbed me, and it would have been, and at that point, I realized how easy and how fast something like that could happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Real fast. Good to have you back there.
Thanks. I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the wrong button and.
Uh-huh. It's easy. It's easy to push the wrong button. Believe me.
Yeah, really. It's
I
easy
do
to push
it.
the wrong button. But and if you're talking about, young girls, I mean, they don't know. I was aware of my surroundings, and when he drove up in that van, it was like it could have happened in a split second. I mean, a young girl is not going to know what to do in that amount of time. And that's what they do. They like drive up, they'll slide the door, and then somebody in the back grabs you and never see you again.
Mhm.
Self-defense, whether it's for men or for women, especially for women, it's not to make you a paranoid person, but it gives you tools to help you to know how to act in certain situation. I always encourage all the women that I know to take some classes, because the more it goes, the more it seems to be hard for women.
Hi, Karen
Yeah.
Lara.
Hello, Karen Lara. Hello, hello, hello.
Yes.
How are
Hello.
you doing? How's things? I'll be
Yeah,
right
how are you
back.
doing, Karen?
Ouch, my leg.
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
I don't see the comment that people,
Are saying,
no.
oh, and on your screen, does it have an option there for comments?
Yeah, I pushed it, and when I pushed it,
Oh, that's when you left?
yeah,
Okay. I usually keep my cell phone
okay,
and I keep my YouTube on, just turn off the sound and
okay,
read it from here. But I
okay,
can see it on mine too. Keep my, I just can't comment.
okay, okay. I see them now. Yeah, I opened on another screen. I opened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I closed the sound, and I can see them now. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're kicking? Yeah, we're all kicking. You're kicking.
Yep. And what if your friend would have been one of those stalkers?
Who's talking?
You, your friend that stalked you in the van.
It actually, I mean, I didn't know it was him, and
Uh-huh.
he was visiting his parents.
Oh,
But
okay.
I just realized at that point, I mean, it just happened so fast. He rolled up right next to me, and I got that ominous feeling in my gut.
Uh-huh.
I just remember like looking at Holly, thinking, like, what are you gonna do? Or seriously, like looking at her, like, what are you gonna do? You're useless. It's not like you're,
Mm-hmm.
an attack dog. And then, oh, Karen, mom is, she's confused. The other day, she called, or I think the aide dialed it because she was on a tear, boy. And she
Uh-huh.
was demanding to know where I was, why I wasn't there, when I was coming, why it was taking so long. I mean, she was really, really confused.
Mm.
She went to the cardiologist. Her heart rate is slow, so they're just going to watch her. They're not going to do anything right now. I mean, it's not like it's 30. It's like between 50 and 60. And I think her heart rate has always been on the low side. I mean, maybe it's running out of beats. I don't know.
I know,
But
that's why she's there. Hello.
good grief. She's
Yeah.
90. Karen, she's 95. She
Ooh,
turned
how
95 in
pretty.
October. Oh, did you knit that?
Yeah, I'm
Knit or crochet?
I'm crocheting that. It's a scarf. I'm crocheting. It's the chevron stitch.
Uh-huh.
I'm crocheting that for a cancer patient. It's
Aw.
supposed to be ready for next week. Well, I hope so.
Karen is a crocheter.
Yeah, I love it.
Karen is
Uh-huh.
Karen is a prolific crocheter.
Yeah.
She crochets in her sleep.
Yeah.
The man in the car offered you and your cousin candy. She was walking to the car and screaming for my aunt. Stranger danger is trying to get Gary. Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Offering candy, the most oldest excuse in the book.
And back in the, 70s, they didn't teach you about stranger danger. My sister had a guy in a car pulled up next to her. We're in middle school, okay? And she and the guy exposed himself. She went up to the car to say, What are you saying?" And she looked down, and he was, doing his business. And then we had the street that we had to go through to go to school. There was a guy that came out of his house naked when the kids were passing by. And then his wife started doing it. Once we told the teachers about it, they were gone. One day we walked past and it was all gone. The house empty.
Oh my God.
I know. We didn't know about that stuff back then. We laughed. We thought it was funny.
Oh my God.
I know.
You crochet when you're on the dialysis machine.
Incredible.
Yeah, but you crochet fast, Karen. You're like a machine. I was able, with my hand, I started knitting again. I knit 3 hats, and they came out good. They didn't come out shitty, which was it's good physical therapy for my hand. I don't know if I'll ever be able to like straighten it though, like really straighten it.
When I ask a question to Karen,
You
Karen, do you crochet with a boy type crochet or what are those crochet? A Susan Bates type crochet. I like very much the Susan Bates type crochet because of the way that the crochet is made. When you have a very little skein yarn, it grabs the yarn much better for me than a boy type crochet. All of the above. Okay, you crochet with the both of them. You're a champ.
Yeah, champ.
Okay.
She was supposed to crochet a bikini for Diane.
Oh, sure.
No.
I hope that the fiber. I hope that the fiber won't be too stretchy, because if it gets wet.
I used to have a crocheted bikini when I was a teenager.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they were popular in the 70s.
They were popular back then.
Yeah, they were popular back then.
Yep. I wouldn't wear one now. But if y'all have seen Caravan Carolyn, let me tell you, that woman is in shape. She bought herself a bathing suit, 2-piece. It's not bikini, but it's a 2-piece. And let me tell you, she's hot.
Is that the one that went to do porn on OnlyFans?
No, that one's Sharon Lee.
Okay.
Caravan Carolyn is an OG van dweller, but she doesn't live in a van anymore. She has a little trailer in a park in Nevada or Arizona. I can't remember. But yeah, she's banned. I was like, what? She's, tried it on and showing herself. I was like, man, you go, girl. So some people can, some people can't. I'm one of the can't.
See, I look at a loom as cheating. Sorry. I mean, I know people do it all the time, but
you look at what is cheating.
Using a loom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You do that all around, huh?
Yeah, and you just turn it, and the machine does it. I kind of look at that as cheating. It's like machine knitting.
It is cheating. To say I made it all myself, and people think that you actually sit there with the needles. I can't crochet.
Yeah,
I tried.
Do you knit with needles?
I knit with needles.
Yes, Beth. She's the one that made the video on Randy.
Yeah, I knit with needles. I did the 3 hats, and I was looking for something else to start doing. What I should have done is made a scarf. I really could have used a scarf. But there's one scarf that I made in the past. It has a zigzag pattern like that, but I used 2 different skeins of self-striping yarn. So, but I used sock yarn, and it took forever to make this friggin' scarf. I remember it came out beautiful. I gave it to my sister-in-law for Christmas, and I put some like small iridescent beads on the end. It was really pretty. I would like to make another one of those, but it took a long time because the sock yarn is so fine. So you need a lot of stitches.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll do another one of those.
Oh my gosh, just me.
Oh,
That's
just me.
frightening.
That's unbelievable. But
No.
he brought you home.
Yeah. Oh, la, la.
Yeah. We didn't know back then that you
Crocheting
couldn't
is much
accept rides
faster.
from strangers. We used to hitchhike all the time to get to the beach.
Yeah.
Teenagers, just a group of us who get out there and
We
hitchhike.
we used to ride our bike to the beach when
Yeah.
we were kids.
We weren't that close.
It's a different world now than it was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
used to take off for the whole day, go to the beach, go out on our bikes.
Yeah.
Things are
Mhm.
different now.
When I was a kid, I was not able to imagine that a family member could try to rape you, or that you can be méfiant. I don't know how to say it in English. That anyone in your family could do, or adult, for whatever reason.
Mhm.
I'm moving because I'm on the floor. I'm picking up macaroni that I've just fall on the floor.
Oh.
I was raped by one of my uncle. I mean, who can imagine that?
Oh,
That's
Okay.
when I was a kid. How can you imagine that the father of two of your cousin uh, could do things like that? In those days, we were so innocent. I mean, incredible.
yeah.
Lucille.
I can't believe it's been so. We've been together for almost 2 hours, and it seems to me
I
that
know.
we've been there for 5 minutes. I
I
hope
know.
my
It's
English is
you
not
look
too.
at the clock and it's like, oh my God, it's 2 hours already.
Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful cat.
Hello.
Hi.
She's being
Oh,
shy.
there she goes.
Yep, she's being shy.
I miss my fur baby. He was gone since 2016, and I've had him for 17 years.
Oh.
And I can't to this day muster the courage to adopt again. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I don't know.
Aw.
Yeah. I know. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, I had the cancer
This
episode, but
this house would be so quiet and so boring if it weren't for the 3 dogs.
Piper.
Seriously.
Piper. If it weren't for Piper.
Well, the Holly and Zoya, they're so laid back and so easy, but Piper, she in many ways has saved me over the past year and a half
Mm-hmm.
because I I got her as a puppy, and she's always been demanding and needy, and now she's sleeping with her head in between her back legs on the couch. But
Oh.
I just think like how boring it would be without her crazy antics. Really,
mm,
she keeps everybody on their toes, and it's I don't think I could be without an animal in the house.
I
I
know,
don't think.
right?
I don't think so.
with someone to yell at.
I don't know if you will see it. That was him.
Oh,
Bye, Karen. See you. Aw,
bye,
that
Karen.
cat looks big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was a huge cat. His place where he was sleeping all night. Believe it or not, it was not on my bed, not on a chair. It was like you just saw in the picture on my freaking microwave.
Uh-huh.
Why? I don't know.
They have their own thing going. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
They have their own
Mhm.
thing.
His spot was on the microwave.
Karen Lara is waving goodbye.
Bye, Karen. Good night.
Bye, Karen. I grew up with animals, and because of my age now, and because of what I went through, because of the health, I'm scared a little bit to go back and adopt another cat, because here where I live, it's a place. We are 14 condos, and we are pet friendly condos, so there's no problem to have a pet. But I don't know. I'm scared to go back and adopt another one because of my age, because of what I went through, because of my health. If ever something happened to me before the next pet pass away, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's foolish. I don't dare go to adopt another one.
Yeah.
But I think about it quite often.
The cat that barks. Just me. That's
Cat
true.
barks.
A chihuahua.
Aw.
Are you going
Well,
to make a live like this weekly?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, that's nice.
It's gonna be
It's
better.
the first time I dare to, because I know some of your friends are watching, So,
Oh,
yeah, I don't care.
yeah. Yeah, we're all cool here.
Yeah, no drama.
No drama. We're just
No
gonna
drama.
stuff, life
Yeah,
and life happenings.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, just things that happen.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how it Taco?
Oh,
How is
Taco.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Beth.
19 years
Yes.
old? That's unbelievable.
People
I know.
don't,
Wow.
don't understand that sometimes for us who had pet, that it can be as hard to overcome the morning as if we have lost someone of our family. So many
Yeah.
people can't understand that, and I feel like that. When my cat died, it was as if I have lost a son.
Mhm.
It was
I just saw something recently that said losing your pet is just as painful as losing an immediate family member.
Yeah, I cannot understand people saying, "Oh, it's just an animal." No, it's not just an animal.
It's
Oh, I
my.
love those blue eyes are just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Is
They're
that
so
a plaid blanket?
Flannel shirt.
Oh,
I love men's plaid flannel shirts. So Walmart had them on sale, so I bought a few. Look at that girl. Look at this girl. Look at her. She's a
so
star.
pretty.
She's a
such
movie
beautiful
star. She's
eyes.
got Betty Davis eyes.
Yeah.
She is so pretty.
Uh-oh, now the other one's jealous because I picked up the other one.
Oh no. Yeah, that happens here too. I can't give one of them a pet and the other two come over because they want some too.
Yes. It's like, how dare you pet her? And
Charity.
me.
Oh my gosh.
Who?
Hi. Charity.
Oh, Charity. Hey, Charity. I'm glad you made it.
Such a beautiful cat. I'm so blind. I thought it said such a beautiful chat.
So it's both. Both.
Chat. Oh, such a beautiful chat.
Yeah. Also. Yeah.
Funny. It's a beautiful chat.
Yes. Maybe you can come up here with us next time, RV, Charity.
The more the merrier.
I know. We can just talk about everything and anything.
Yeah.
Whatever is happening and whatever is not happening, I guess.
Yeah. Just let it flow, like we weren't planning on having Daniel on tonight.
No,
And it just so happens, he had an experience in his life that we wanted him to share so other people would know.
Yeah. Well, it's an
that's
experience. It's an experience
very-
that many people have shared, but
Yes.
oh yeah.
yeah. Where I was writing on the chat just before I came in live with you.
Uh-huh.
I think there we are many of us are cancer survivors.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
cancer has affected somebody close to us in our lives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mother.
Yeah. My mother had colon cancer. It was caught super, super early.
Oh my gosh.
She just had a colon resection. She didn't need any chemo, no radiation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wonderful.
Who's the fellow with the nice accent?
Oh.
C'est moi. C'est moi. Quelqu'un parle français? Yeah, it's a funny.
Yeah, it's just me. Rare for men.
No, it's not
Different from you.
different at all. They use the same treatments. It's the same thing. It's just more shocking for a man because like by the time you found, you said it was the size of a chickpea.
Yeah.
That's a considerable size mass.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
Yeah. Why was it not felt before? I take my shower every day.
Right.
I don't know.
No, it just happened to be that day was the day.
Yeah.
How long was it there before? I don't know. I can't tell.
I have some weird thing growing out of my head. I think it's going to be a unicorn horn. Well, I went to the dermatologist a couple weeks ago and she ordered an ultrasound for it because she's really not sure what's inside.
Oh.
She said it could be, it's nothing like cancerous or malignant, but it's some kind of cyst. But she said that sometimes on the head, they can have bone inside, and this thing feels like really hard.
Oh,
because
dear.
normally I would take like a needle or something and I'd be stabbing it myself, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's like hard inside.
Yeah, you can have bone growing.
And that's why I think I'm growing a horn.
That
really?
could
like,
be. That could
I'm telling
be.
you, every month that goes by, every month that I get older, something fucking grows someplace that's not supposed to be there. A hair grows someplace it's not supposed to be. All these weird things are happening to my body that I'm like, whoa, wait, put the brakes on. Like, this is growing here. I've got something growing out, something up on my chest. I have growing.
Did the doctor,
Jesus.
Did the doctor took a little sample of what was in there?
There was a spot on my chest that I was very suspicious of, and she said she didn't. I thought it was for sure basal cell. She said she didn't think it was. She biopsied it. I haven't heard anything yet. So maybe it's clear, but she didn't want to dig into this without trying to see what's on the inside. It's movable. It's some kind of cyst,
Okay.
but it's not soft. It's like a little, it's the size of a small pea, but it's hard. It's as hard as a rock.
Could it be what we call in French un lipome, c'est-à-dire a mass
It's not a
of...
fatty cyst.
Okay.
It's not that. It's she thinks that there might be bone cells inside because it's so hard.
Okay.
I'm like, really? So she said when the ultrasound comes back, if it shows, what does she say? If it shows something, she'll take it out or the plastic surgeon will take it out. I mean, if it's no danger, I don't really care as long as the thing doesn't get tremendous on my head, because you can't really see it, but I can feel it. And I know it's new and it's
like under the scalp. It's like under the scalp. It's under the scalp.
It's under the skin. It's, you know, you can feel it under the skin, but it's deep. It's not, it doesn't feel superficial. I don't know. All these weird things are happening and I don't like it one fucking bit. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It is just weird. At least I can see again though. At least I'm not feel like I'm looking through the morning fog in San Francisco. So that's an improvement. Oh, he's French and handsome too. That's funny.
Polly.
Oh no, just me.
Polly.
Be careful.
Polly.
Be careful. Maybe I will start growing another one, and it'll be two. I'll look like a deer
yeah,
running around.
2 horns.
Jesus Christ.
Have a unicorn, or just one, the unicorn.
What does it?
Then we'll
Poly vu français. What does it mean, Beth? What do you mean, poly vu français? I read that on the screen.
She's being silly. She's being
She can't
silly.
speak Spanish. Spanish. Listen to me,
French.
Spanish. Oh my gosh.
I have many cousins who are living in France, because on my mother's side, and they told me recently that since COVID, the price of everything is off the roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, aren't the farmers revolting in France? Aren't they having riots in France?
They're in strikes. You know, the French mentality is so solidarité. They go on strike very easy. Yeah.
Oh, do they really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're
because I saw that the farmers were rioting because they are undercutting their profits or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that sucks, Jared.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what will happen with the French President Macron. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him because I have both nationality, because I lived there a long time. I would have never. My conscience is clear. I can sleep at night. I didn't vote for that creep on the Elysee as a. Oh my gosh!
What did he do?
Well, just look how France is looking now. Is for the group of multimillionaires that are running countries, and you know do you know that for a simple studio, which in North America we would call it a 1.5, let's say, okay. Now, you can pay around $2,000
Yeah, kind of like here.
Yeah.
Kind of like here.
Oh, okay. Well, the
Yeah,
rent the rent are not as high here. I just couldn't believe it. How can someone who have minimum wage can
Mhm.
live?
They can't.
Yeah,
They're
they just
building
get they have just
in
get more
town
jobs.
here. They're building new townhouses, and for a one bedroom, 3,200 a month. Who can afford now? First of all, who would pay $3,200 a month for a one bedroom townhouse? That
Uh-huh.
is insane. It's insane.
Exactly. Yeah.
My gosh, when they build the apartment here, when I've purchased the apartment, it was built in 2008. Where the apartment where I lived was $98,000, and it's been paid 5 years ago. But if I want to sell now, I could sell it for over $200,000
Yeah.
for a single little 2.5 apartment.
Yep.
Ah,
Yes.
we have
Yeah.
in
It's
in the house
unbelievable.
here, the owner downstairs from me left a year ago, and he's renting his condo. Okay,
Mhm.
it's the same division that I have here. He's renting it $1,500 a month.
Mm.
Yep.
I went to the grocery store today.
How do you pay
And
for a pound of how do you pay for a pound of butter in United States?
I,
253.
trying to think. I bought it on sale a couple weeks ago. See, I only buy the Kerrygold butter though,
Yeah, that's expensive.
so
Good
that's more
butter.
expensive.
Good butter.
Uh-huh.
It was on sale for, oh shoot, I don't
Five
remember because I
something.
think I'm going to say five something because I think it's normally six something for the
Yeah.
pound. But the thing is, I don't use that much butter. That'll last me for months, months and months and months.
I
So
I
I
was
use butter all the time.
I was at the grocery store this morning. A
Mhm.
pound for us, a pound it's 454 grams of butter, $9.99 Canadian dollars for a pound of butter.
wow.
Wowza.
If my neighbor downstairs is paying, her mother lives with her. If she's paying $1,500 each month to rent the condo downstairs, how can she afford a pound of butter for during the month? I don't. It's terrible.
I don't know
Mhm.
how people are doing it. I mean, it's I don't know. Um,
Not easy.
and there's like no relief in sight anywhere.
Not soon.
So you got butter for $3.50 a pound, Lucille?
Oh gosh.
Well, I think that regular butter is somewhere, I want to say like 386 or 368. I think I saw it. Just like regular in Lidl, like the Lidl brand butter. That's what I use so little of it. That's why I get the Kerrygold kind. But yeah, I go to the grocery store and I'm like, I don't, it's for me what I spend. But like if you have a family and you have to be much more conscious with what you're spending, you love butter. I like butter.
Mhm.
It's just that I don't eat a lot of foods, I think, Like I think the majority of foods with butter are breakfast foods.
Hmm. Yeah.
Your bready type foods or
Yeah.
pancakes or
Yeah.
waffles, something,
Toast. Toast.
toast. So I'm trying to think like what I would use. Say I don't really fry anything, so I wouldn't use it to fry. But yeah, this stuff is like, I'm trying to think what I saw today, and I looked at the price and I was like, they're out of their minds. I can't remember what it was because I look at everything and I'm like, they're crazy. But I saw a video, an interesting video where, you know, we've been told that the prices are because of supply chain issues and all this stuff. And they're saying that has nothing to do with anything. It's greedy corporations
I
Yeah.
think so
that
too.
are that are just gouging people.
I think so too. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with supply chain. So I don't know.
Yep.
I bought a bunch of chocolate though.
Oh.
I went with a friend yesterday. She wanted to go to Walmart. And I never go to Walmart, first of all, because it's like all the way at the edge of town. And it takes it, you know, for us Long Islanders where everything is like, bop, 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 bop. For me to drive like to the end of town is, and I don't really care for Walmart's business policies. So I usually don't go there, but she wanted to go. So I said, all right, let's go. And they had half price Valentine's candy. Yeah. So I bought a few pieces.
Do you
I
have
actually bought I'm sorry?
do you have Cadbury chocolate in USA?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's almost sinful. I just can't resist. I don't know if you have those in United States. It's from Cadbury, chocolate milk with fruit and nuts.
Never seen that before.
Oh,
I think I have
I can't
think I
resist.
have
I can't resist.
Uh,
Oh,
I
uh,
bought my mother, they had a huge box of the Hershey's pot of gold. You know, it's like the caramels.
yeah.
She
Oh,
loves those. So I
mhm.
bought her a giant box of candy.
I'm gonna I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna get it in the kitchen.
Okay.
And
Yes.
I bought 4 bags of kisses because like 4 bags is the price of 2 bags. So what's better
Yeah.
than 2 bags? 4
Uh-huh.
bags.
Exactly.
And then today I went to the store and they had all the Easter candy and I want to make my mother an Easter basket. So I bought more candy.
Oh,
Oh, he's eating Cadbury now.
dairy milk,
Oh yeah.
fruit and nut. I've never seen that.
Oh, I can't resist. So I bought 4. They were 3. They were 3 for $7. So I keep it in an old Tupperware so they stay fresh for very long.
Crackles, Aldi and Lidl are the 2 places here that I just happen to go to Lidl because they have a couple more products there that I like. But my friend, she goes to Aldi regularly, and you know they have a lot. I think they have a lot of the same kind of stuff. So their produce turns around very quickly. That's what I like. And I'm addicted now to frozen grapes, the frozen cotton candy grapes. I'm addicted to those things. Instead of eating like a popsicle or something, I'll eat the frozen grapes because they're sweet, they're cold, and when
You
they go in your mouth, it's like they thaw out and they get juicy.
you
So
you freeze them yourself, or you buy them already frozen?
no, I buy them and I put them in the freezer.
I see.
And That's my cold, sweet thing that I like to eat. Blueberries too. I do it with blueberries.
Well,
Piper.
I have. I don't know if you know the Vitamix blender.
Mhm.
I take 400 grams of frozen strawberries, and
Uh-huh.
in the big cup of the Vitamix, I put 1 cup of strawberry yogurt. I
Mhm.
put 400 grams of sliced frozen strawberry in it, and I just use the plunger with the you get the most wonderful frozen yogurt that you can eat.
That
Hmm.
sounds good. I bought strawberries today. They're on sale. I bought some strawberries because I'm trying to drink in the morning. I don't drink it every morning, but I'm making myself like a healthy smoothie with banana, berries, handful of spinach, some coconut Greek yogurt,
You love
and I'm sorry.
you love kale in your smoothies.
Yeah,
The
the kale or spinach or whatever. I put it all in there, and what I do in the beginning is I peel an orange and then I put an orange in the blender on the juicer, so it gives me the liquid to thin
Mhm.
out the rest of the fruit. So I figure if I have a healthy smoothie like that in the morning, then I can eat crap for the rest of the day, and I really don't feel that guilty about it. So it's really, I mean, that's because one person, it's stupid for me to cook. I mean, if I loved cooking and that would be a different thing. I don't hate it, but I'm not going to go all out and cook something from scratch for myself because it's stupid. Um, so that's what I figure. If I like pack all the nutrition in the morning,
Mhm.
Hmm.
I won't feel so horrible about eating the half price Valentine's candy. But right? Because it's like I got my good stuff in, and so I got my nutrition, and so the rest of the day I can just eat crap. But I had underestimated actually how many calories are in it, and I came up with like some cockamamie number in my head that was way less than what it
Hmm.
actually is, because I looked everything up, and like the banana, the yogurt, it ends up being like over 700 calories.
Yeah.
But it's got first of all, the thing is big. It's a
Yeah.
big smoothie. Um, but it's got a ton of nutrition in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a
And
specialist. I'm not a specialist in nutrition, but I think that those calories are not what the doctor are calling empty calories.
right.
They're
And
good
and the the sugars are
from the fruits.
from the fruit, I think, are better sugars than
Yeah,
if you were to eat, a piece of cake or something.
yeah.
So I think they're more available or metabolized
Hmm.
easier and better. I don't know. Um, but I had a couple months ago, along with this whole inflammatory eye thing and the Lyme disease and all this, I lost a considerable amount of weight. I
Okay.
was down to about 112, and so that's what I knew. There must have been some kind of weird thing going on, but I didn't think. And the Lyme disease, it causes weight loss. It can cause all those things. So I'm trying to like put weight back on, but not trying to do it by eating like a gallon of ice cream every day. And what I really should do is go back to the gym.
Yeah.
But I have never had so little motivation, and just like, I used to go to the gym every single day. I was in phenomenal shape. I ran, I have never been so fucking unmotivated in my entire life. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, or I don't know. I've never felt that I can't make a decision to save my life. Like, if somebody says, do you want to go to place A or B or C for dinner? Don't give me more than one choice. I never in my life I don't know what has happened to me. I have this thing going out of my head. I can't make a decision. I can't get anything done. And like, help me. What's happening? Does anybody have an idea what's happening?
No, I'm almost like that since I've retired.
Yeah.
Whole life change since I've retired.
Mm-hmm.
My doctor asked me, I did not dare to lose weight the first years after the chemo, because the oncologists don't like it at all when their patients are losing weight. Now I have green light from her to try to lose 20 pounds. But
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh. Rimangiare, eh?
I know. It's not easy.
Hai fatto pasta, eh?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I
All,
still
all
believe
what you
that
should eat.
if you move, you can eat pretty much whatever you want. Um, I don't know. Part of me wants to say it's the weather.
Mm-hmm.
But the other, I don't know what the other parts are. It's
Mhm.
like the procrastination is off the hook.
Yeah.
I just, like, something has to be done. Okay. If it's not an absolute emergency, if the place is not on fire, put it on the list.
Yeah.
Seriously, put it on the list.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Is anybody, is this normal? Like, do I need help? And what kind? Because I'll go get
No.
it if somebody tells me.
No, you just have to learn to live with it.
Is it normal?
It's very normal. It's
I mean, I've
absolutely
gotten to the point where, like, I just don't even care anymore.
Well,
how it is.
you work in an hospital. You were a nurse. I'm
Mhm.
not a nurse. I was in social working, and I
Right.
worked in a long-term care hospital where there were. I'm gonna sign now, because when I speak about people that can't hear, people who are deaf or mute, you know,
Mhm.
Right.
we've been working. I've been working for 35 years. And since I'm retired, I just like a balloon that I don't feel to do things anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't either. I can,
Maybe it will come back. I don't know.
I, and then there's another part of me that thinks, like, did all these changes come about with COVID, when we were locked down and afraid to go out and
Mm-hmm.
into the public? Because I don't even like going out anymore.
I
Me,
don't either.
me
Like,
neither.
it's all I can do to muster up the energy. Like, today
Mm-hmm.
I had to go for my mammogram. So I figured on the way home from the mammogram, I'll go to the grocery store. If I didn't have the mammogram today, I wouldn't have gone to the grocery store.
Right. That's how I am. I order everything online.
Yeah, I order a lot of stuff from Amazon, like especially non-perishable stuff. I get
Mm-hmm.
it from Amazon because they bring it, like dog food, everything. They bring it
Yeah.
right to the door.
Yeah.
Um, it's just like I don't. And
I
then but people thinks like, am I becoming agoraphobic? Like, am I afraid to? I'm not afraid.
No, I think
I would
just
just rather stay in my pajamas today. Thank
I'm
you
yeah,
very
asking,
much.
I'm
pajamas.
asking myself
I
the
have
same
pajamas
question.
that say pajamas all day.
Yeah, I have a drugstore at the corner of the street where I live. My
Mhm.
records for my medication is there, and I have. Well, if you don't know Montreal, but I live 5 minutes from a big boulevard that we have in Montreal called Boulevard Saint Michel. And I have a huge grocery store, an Italian huge grocery store there. And it took me a week to make up my mind this morning to go shopping for some pasta.
Mhm.
I was putting my coat, believe it or not, this week, we are Friday today, okay. 2 times this week, I around 6 o'clock at night, I was looking at my watch, okay. Now it's darker. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna walk to the grocery store. There won't be that much people in the grocery store. I put my coat on, my boots because it's cold here, and I stand in front of the door with my empty shopping bag in the door, and I say, I don't want to curse. I don't want to curse publicly, but I said to myself, I took 2 times this week my coat off and I went back to my room to watch television.
I it's almost like I figure out the days where I can piggyback errands instead of like my mother, she would get the phone bill, sit down at the table, write out a check, put it in the envelope, stamp it, get in the car, and go to the post office and mail the bill.
Mhm.
Now, I could never sell on like eBay or something because I can't get to the post office to mail the shit that I have to mail. You have to be really, really religious with going to the post office when you sell on
Yeah.
eBay. And
Mhm.
I have never had the level of procrastination in my life that I have right now.
How do you call in United States? You know those bags that we wear around our waist,
The fanny packs.
fanny pack. I have in my fanny pack 3 check that I must go uh, deep. I don't know the word in English. I'm sorry.
Deposit.
Deposit.
Deposit at the bank. They've been in my freaking bag for the last 3 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. I
Yeah, we're all like that.
I only see I only had the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And I mean, I was not afraid during COVID at all. I never had COVID. Um, but I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with I was so literally every minute of 24 hours of the day, my head was occupied with something from my mother, whether it was, fuck, is she going to escape out of the house? Or is she going to fall down out of the bed? Or it was just a constant to where I was literally physically and mentally exhausted. And I mean, even when even after I put her in the facility, it still wasn't over because there were, the whole financial issue with her insurance company, and all of that got straightened out. And now it just seems like I cannot get a damn thing done. I will have, with laundry, the last time I did laundry, I had so much laundry from so long that I think I had 5 loads I had 2 dark loads and 3 colored loads.
I can relate to that.
And
Yeah.
like, and what will happen is I'll look at the laundry and be like, oh my God, how did so much laundry get in there? And I'm like, when's the last time you even did laundry? Because I'll stay in my pajamas all day. All day. If I'm not going anywhere, why am I going to dirty up another set of clothes?
Exact. Oui.
And I talk to other people, and they seem to be doing the same thing. Now, I don't think this happened before COVID, did it? Were people
Not
just like in their pajamas all day?
Yeah, I was.
Procrastinators unite. Laura has the Panthers. We are the procrastinators.
Is it possible that the less we go out, the less we want to go out?
I don't know. You would think
just
that
me too.
It seems like that to me. It seems like that to me. The less I stay in, the less I want to go out.
And and that's like, I tried to, like, am I getting like over the line here, agoraphobic, to where I'm afraid to go out? I'm not afraid to go out. I just, like, before, it snowed here on what day? Tuesday? Yeah, the day before Valentine's Day, I think. And it snowed all day and it was beautiful. But I sat my ass in this chair in my pajamas watching out the window. Whereas before, I would have put my snow pants on and a sweater and my jacket and my boots, and I would have gone for a walk in that snow.
Mm-hmm.
I have not been outside with a snow shovel to shovel that snow at all this year. I don't even know where the snow shovel is. And before, I was out there with the snowblower like a fucking maniac.
Uh-huh.
My snowblower is so far back in the garage that to get it out is going to take like an act of God, I think. What has happened to me?
It's I
Is this what happens?
Huh?
Yeah, well,
yeah, it happens. I'm like that. I don't even go to the grocery store anymore. I order my groceries, and I have the girl that comes to help me go get them. She goes to get them for me. That's how lazy I've gotten.
I didn't even clean the
she
snow
even picks up
off
my
medication.
I
didn't even clean the snow off my car until yesterday afternoon, I think, because I didn't drive to Walmart. My friend drove to Walmart, and I'm like, maybe I should get the snow off my car so I can actually go get my mammogram tomorrow morning. So I turned the car on. I let the defroster melt. Like, what a loser I have turned into.
You're not a loser. You're just like the rest of us.
Right there. L for loser.
We're not losers.
When I was out there with Big Red, and I love Big Red, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, oh my God, to get the fucking snowblower out, I have to move all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been back there. I didn't use it at all last year. And I mean, I could have used it this time when it snowed if I had gotten my ass out there.
Yeah. I see Diane in her big coat with a scarf and the hat walk out to the garage, see the snow blower all the way over there, walk back in, take off the coat.
Yeah. Still, and you actually, you know what? I forgot that I did happen to fall and bust my hand, and that took care
Oh
of this.
yeah, that's right. That's
kind
another
of
thing, and then you're afraid that you're gonna fall, and so you don't step outside.
Yep. But
Yeah.
it's like things that, like, with the Coca-Cola. I would have a Coke if I had pizza. I never bought Coca-Cola. I'm to the point now where I'm like, you know what? If this takes 5 weeks off my life.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you can have it. Let me drink that Coke.
Yeah. Because if I take after my mother, I'm going to live forever.
Oh, yeah.
That woman, she's going to live to be 100.
Yeah.
Do you like the Jamaican ginger beer? Have you ever tried it?
I've had ginger.
Like ginger. I know, Diane, that you like ginger candy. Have you tried the real Jamaican ginger beer?
Not Jamaican ginger beer, but I've had ginger beer.
So it's strong. Oh gosh,
It's
nothing to do with ginger ale, huh?
Uh-oh.
It's powerful, tangy, strong. Oh, it's so good. But
yeah.
the sugar in it is not supposed to be good for us. But I say,
Hey, if it's got ginger, it's good.
Yeah.
Ginger's good for us. So
yeah, the ginger.
I don't think that any of the food that's available commercially is good for us. I think the only way that we can ensure that we're eating clean products is if you either grow it or raise it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you're willing to have some kind of garden, and in most of the United States, you can't have a year-round garden because you don't have the climate for it. So like for here in the summertime, unless you have a huge garden where you grow things organically and you can everything, you can't ensure really what you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look in things, there is high fructose corn syrup in almost everything.
Oh yeah.
I've known that for a long time.
Yeah.
It's in things that you wouldn't think it's in.
Bread.
And
ketchup.
All of these additives and chemicals, and then you think you're gonna. I said this the other day. Hang out on take your produce or whatever. Well, that's all GMO and has pesticides all over it. So, if a Coke makes me happy, so be it.
Yeah. How much they say? If I don't remember, I think it's in each can of Coke or each can of soda, there is about 6 or 8 teaspoons of sugar.
Probably.
Imagine. Well,
Probably. Yep. Feline, you know what? I tend to agree with you.
Yes.
Because living on the coast and knowing how rich the waters here were with fish and shellfish, scallops, clams, oysters, lobster, everything has been completely depleted. it's been overfished, and the water temperatures now are too warm to support a lot of the same aquatic life that it used to.
Mhm.
The lobsters used to come into Long Island Sound, and they don't even come in to spawn anymore. So they're staying much further offshore, which is really why Maine is the only place that they're getting lobster now, because they have to go into the colder water. There are no lobsters left on Long Island anymore. None.
Wow.
Yep. And there used to be. I'm trying to think back in the 70s. I read an article recently. I can't remember. There were hundreds of baymen and lobstermen. There's not a single lobsterman left anymore, I don't think.
How sad. The lady there is writing about lean cuisine. I think in each a little pack of lean cuisine, there are hundreds of grams of salt
Yeah.
in those. And what I don't understand is organization like Weight Watcher and stuff like organization like that who recommend for the people who want to lose weight but are working to buy those things. I mean, it's filled with salt.
Yep.
Filled with salt.
Mechanically engineered chicken. What does that mean? Mechanically engineered? Mechanically engineered. So DNA cloned chickens? Was that what that would be? Mechanically engineered? They were messing around with their DNA?
Well, we were told many years ago, but I don't know if it's true, that McDonald's were making their chicken nugget with putting the complete chicken in the meat grinder. I don't know if that what she means by mechanically engineer. I don't know if it was true. I never go eat at McDonald's, but
Wow. Breast. Shredded chicken and pressed together to look like a breast. Mechanically engineered.
my father was a butcher, and he was telling us that they were making this many years ago for ham. You know, when they want to present you a perfect, beautiful.
Oh, right. The pressed meat. Right. But mechanically engineered chicken. Is that what you think it is, just me? Or is it,
I think so.
or is it mechanically engineered? That is such a strange fake chicken. That's what I'm thinking. Fake chicken or
Well,
mechanically
we call this.
like that. Mechanically engineered.
Well, we call that in French simili poulet. So I don't know how to say it in English. It's all the part that us we would not eat,
Mm-hmm.
fat skin and
Right.
whatever, and they put artificial flavor in it, and they grind it in the machine, and they press it in the machine, and they
Yep.
sell that for sandwich meat. When you just think
Oh, yeah.
about it, it's,
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Scrap pieces. Yeah, that's I know what you mean, just me. Oh, now I do have to look it up.
Those chicken nuggets look like sponge. If
Yeah.
you ever break one open, it's like a sponge. I always call it sponge chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how anybody can eat them.
Well,
U.S. approves chicken made from cultivated cells, the nation's first lab-grown meat.
oh,
Oh, disgusting.
For the
yeah.
first time, U.S. regulators Wednesday approved selling meat grown from animal cells, not from slaughtered animals.
Oh my gosh.
And this is from June 21st, 2023. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so scary.
Disgusting.
Soylent Green.
Okay, I think I'm onto something. Oops.
It's so sickening.
Mechanically separated poultry is a poultry food product produced by high pressure machinery that separates bone from poultry skeletal muscle tissue and other edible tissue by first crushing the bone and then forcing bone and tissue through a sieve or a similar screening device. Did that make sense?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Because of its cake batter texture, it is ideally suited for use in hot dogs, bologna, nuggets, patties, sausages, and luncheon meat type products.
Quelle horreur. My gosh. You want to eat salad when you eat that, when you hear that.
Mm-hmm. And then you don't want to eat when you hear what's in the salad.
Exactly. That's my point.
Pesticides and everything else.
Mechanically separated meat is a paste-like and batter-like meat product produced by fusing bones with attached edible meat under high pressure through a sieve or similar device to separate the bone from the edible meat tissue.
My gosh. And they wonder why there is so much food allergies these days.
Yeah.
With all the product that it must put in it.
This was a final rule in 1982. Food Safety and Inspection Service said it was safe and established a standard of identity for the food product.
Ugh.
My gosh.
At that time, the use of mechanically separated meat were restricted in some types of products. In 2004, FSIS enacted new regulations to protect consumers against bovine spongiform encephalopathy. Now, mechanically separated beef is considered inedible and prohibited for use as human food. When used as an ingredient in human food, industry must label mechanically separated pork as mechanically separated pork in the ingredients statement of the product's label. Okay. That sounds not great.
I don't know how I'm going to look tomorrow morning with my slice of bacon. I will think about that.
Yeah.
Oh la la.
And all that vegan food, that's all it is, you know.
Oh, it's all chemicals.
Yeah. And you know, they get these mixtures of stuff together to make it look like a piece of bacon, you know. It's like, why go through all that?
It looks like the bacon strips that you give to
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Yep. You know what, Crackles? I have always wondered about that big thing of meat that they shave off for heroes. I have always wondered about that. Is that like pressed lamb? Or is it a lamb pork?
The thing that's turning around?
Yeah.
I'm suspicious too.
I don't know what it is.
Now we're all gonna be sitting there looking at it, studying it. Can I have a chunk of that?
It's, it's
Go
not.
get our
It's not a,
microscopes and start
it's not a
looking
leg.
at food.
It's not an animal leg, is it? It's some kind of like pressed meat.
A press roll, yeah.
A
But I
press
wonder
roll of something.
what kind of
I
meat it
don't
is.
know.
I don't
Oh,
know either.
Goat, maybe.
I hope not. My God.
God, people love them though.
Yeah, I know. I've
They
never
love
had
them.
one. I've never had one.
It must be like some kind of like seasoned pressed meat that they.
Ugh.
Is it that kind of meat? Is it that same kind of meat that they use when they make the Greeks make souvlaki?
Yeah.
Oh, oh my
Well,
God.
souvlaki's chicken, isn't it?
I think so. Not sure.
Souvlaki is chicken, but it's that big rotating meat thing that they shave off and they make heroes with it.
Gi- yeah, gyros. We call it also here gyros. Yeah.
I actually stopped at a Greek food truck on the way home from hand therapy one day, and I got a souvlaki, and I didn't get a hero just because I looked at the rotating meat thing and thought, nah, maybe not. But the chicken was chicken, so
Okay.
the souvlaki was chicken. It was good.
Okay, the gyro meat has lamb, a combo of lamb and beef, or even chicken.
Oh.
Is
Oh,
very
So
generously seasoned with salt, herbs, and spices, and is nothing sort of an impossible not to love flavor explosion.
so so is it like pressed meat together? I guess it must be under pressure.
Beaten,
oh my God.
beaten,
Yes,
ground
I don't
up, and
know.
then pushed like
Lucille,
shaped into
Opa.
Opa, and they press it into a shape, and they put a stick in it and
Spice
make it
into a roll.
rotate.
Okay. Oh, it's ground and it's packed into a roll. So it's ground meat, Lucille? Really?
Oh, Lucille knows. Into a roll. Ground. Oh, lamb, beef and lamb, ground and spiced. Kind of
I
like
have had it
hamburger
before.
meat,
I haven't had it in ages.
but just pressed together like a hamburger would be. I don't know.
No, doesn't it have a different consistency than a hamburger? It
I
has
guess
more,
just very finely, like a ninja or something.
to
Food
me,
processor.
it's almost like there's layers, very thin layers that are like packed together. Is that right? Because that's what it looks like. It's like layers. It doesn't look like ground meat to me. But then, I haven't examined a rotating meat wad in ever.
Any one of you saw a documentary?
Really?
I'm sure you can find a video on YouTube somewhere.
I know
how it's made.
Oh, Charity,
Yeah, it
don't
looks
even
like it's made like into like a meatloaf, like ground really fine and made like a meatloaf kind of thing. That's what they're showing.
God, I'm trying to remember what it was like when I ate it. I haven't had one in so long.
I haven't. I've never had one. It never looked good. Oh, are you looking at?
Yes.
It never looked good to me, so I was like, no, I'll pass.
Exactly, just me. That took care of that. I don't know if it's just regular ground meat. That's fine, but I don't want it to be like the stuff that they swept up off the floor and put through the grinder.
No, it doesn't sound like that's what it is.
It's good meat. It's good meat, Alice?
Um, it sounds like it's just ground really finely and pushed all together like a meatloaf type thing.
Okay.
Oh well.
Well, chicken gyros, I think, isn't that the same thing as souvlaki? A chicken gyro? Gyro, hero. Gyro, hero.
Souvlaki?
I
I don't
think
know.
it's the same thing, isn't it? You love meatloaf? Yeah, I loved meatloaf as a kid. Um, and I don't love it anymore. I really don't know. I don't know if it's because of the ground meat. See, I don't eat a lot of meat anyway. But I mean, I like a hamburger, a cheeseburger, and meatloaf is kind of like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I
A
loved it.
souvlaki?
That was one of my favorite dinners was meatloaf. I loved it.
Oh, yeah, I like meatloaf.
With brown sauce and mushroom and mashed potatoes. Oh, that's
No,
No,
no gravy.
true. That's
No
true. I
way.
forgot.
not like gravy.
That's true. You don't like. I
No
remember
ketchup.
when I was watching you silently in another chat that I won't. You know,
Mhm.
I remember now what you told about gravy. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Ketchup. I ketchup with my meatloaf.
Okay. One of my aunt.
Yeah. Oh,
She,
we had it with ketchup.
she's dead now, but before she met my uncle, she was working here in Montreal for the Corsh company, Corsh. I don't know if that company is still working now, but she told me how they were. She should have not never told me because I never had another hot dog since then. But she told me how they were making hot dog sausages.
Oh God.
They were putting in a big mixer all the meat scrap that they were finding in the factory,
Mm.
and they put in it a white powder that removed all the color of the
Oh
meat.
God. Oh God.
They mix that inside with the, and when the meat was almost white, they put back another powder that gave to that mixture the color of the hot dog sausages that we know, and that paste was going in an extruder.
Oh God. That's gross.
I, I never had a hot dog since then. I used to love them, but
Yeah, I know. There's some pretty gross stuff in hot dogs. The hot dogs that I buy, I don't have hot dogs often. If I have like one or two a year, but when I do have it, I like the sabrette with the skin on
okay.
and sauerkraut and mustard. Because I like it when I bite into it and it snaps. I
Have
love
you
that.
have you tried tofu hot dog? Tofu with
No,
made no, okay, because my sister is vegan. She never
mhm.
eat meat, and she wants hot dog. We must buy for her those hot dog sausages with tofu. I wonder how they made. They don't look more appetizing to me. That I don't know.
See,
No, I had the
what
turkey ones, turkey.
I at one point in time I was vegetarian. I didn't eat any meat.
Mm-hmm.
But I think did I eat fish? I might have. But I ate cheese and yogurt, whatever. And even now I don't eat a lot of meat, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't crave something like a sausage or a hot dog that I would be willing to eat a vegan hot dog. It's like I don't crave the meat.
Mhm.
And I can't understand being a vegan and craving hot dogs to the extent where you'll eat a vegan hot dog. It just, that part I don't understand.
Me neither.
That to me is strange. Like people that go completely vegan, but then they're trying to find all these substitutes for the meat products that they used to eat. It's just strange. I mean, I guess you can crave, but like I never, like I said, craved a hot dog so bad that I thought I would have to substitute
Mm.
Yeah. Something
some.
else to make it look like it and taste like it, or
Yeah.
come as close as they can get to tasting like it.
People buy a vegan ground meat. It really look like ground meat,
Yeah.
like burger meat. But when you taste it, it doesn't taste anything.
Oh, I know, Lucille. It's a real Italian sausage is in intestines. The tofu hot dog was the worst you ever. I had some kind of vegan burger. I'm trying to remember the name of it. And this is quite some time ago. And I just remember thinking, like, people rave about this. It was like I ripped the top off one of my Amazon boxes, put it between a bun, and it was like the texture and the taste. It was terrible. And I'm like, this is what people think replaces a real hamburger? This thing is terrible. It really was terrible. It was like the side of a box. Oh, it was bad.
Yep.
Oh, well, my grandmother, actually, I think, Lucille, I think my parents used to make their own sausage up until probably I was born or shortly after that. They used to hand grind, and I remember being a little kid, and I remember my father grinding the meat on the table in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hand grinding it. So they made their own sausage too, I guess.
Yeah.
You still talking hot dogs? I think the best hot dogs are Sabrettes myself, but
Or what?
Sabrette?
Never heard of those.
Oh, you have those southern hot dogs. Texas hot dogs.
Yes. So how do you spell that? Sabrettes.
Sabrett.
Oh.
With the skin.
Well, we can't get them here at Walmart. Nope. Nathan's.
Well, Nathan's is good, I think. Is it Nathan's good? Oh, Nathan, you're saying
I used to eat the Hebrew all the time.
Hebrew National or Nathan's?
Yeah.
I just look. I would be able to order them here by instantcart.ca. They have the Sabret sausage. I just
cool.
Yeah, I like them. They snap when you bite into them, and
nice.
I like sauerkraut on mine, so I like them. But I have them twice a year maximum.
Okay.
But you know who really loves them? There are 3 hairy ones in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really love them. Oh, They love them. Talk about a
Yeah.
high value treat. Holy Toledo.
Yep.
Holly
I
and
know.
Piper
I have
are
two of
sat
those.
out, one behind the other, and Piper's nose is practically up Holly's behind. Good Lord. That's what she has no concept of like personal space, Piper, at all.
Mm-hmm. They're all like,
She
"Ooh, that's my butt. Get out
there's
of here."
a whole room to lay. There's one bed, two bed. Her crate is over there, and she's right up Holly's ass. She just has to be next to somebody. And when
Mm-hmm.
I go to bed, it'll be me. She'll slam herself up against me. She's a pisser.
We've been on here for 3 hours.
I know. It's 10 o'clock. We got to go. I got to go to bed.
Incredible. It went so fast.
I know, right?
You know, we have an expression in France, in French. I don't know if you have the same kind of expression in English. We say le temps passe très vite en agréable compagnie.
Oh,
Time pass very well in good
good
company.
company.
True. This is
Yeah.
true. You've never heard of soubrettes either, Charity? I wonder if they're a northern thing. Well, but you're from up here. Now tomorrow I'm going to probably want to have a hot dog now that we've been talking about it. I have them in the freezer. It was fun, you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Fun.
to see you live for the first time.
It was so
Wonderful.
good to see you. It was so cool.
I know. I'm so glad you joined.
We could do this
Nick-
again.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you want, just ring me.
Okay.
All right.
I know your email. So
Hope
we'll
you
all
look
get
here,
together
everybody.
again. All
Guys,
right. Good night, everyone. We
have a
have
good
beautiful
weekend. Have a good
night
night.
with lots of good company.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See y'all later.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.